Well, welcome to Kit Addiction, where we talk about cycling kits and gear. And today I want to talk about the Endura FS 260 Pro SL bib shorts, which I have here. So if you saw my first video, you know that I am reluctant to wear these in the summer as much as some of my other bibs because they have a giant zipper over the butt. That is their Nature Break option. That's their Nature Break design. It's a zipper. So ultimately, it's never opened up on me, as I said before, but my issue isn't even just that the fear that it instills in me, which is probably completely unfounded, is very well sewn and has never opened up. It's that the zipper itself seems to create a sag point. Because if the zipper falls under my tailbone, it seems to sag and the chamois moves out of place. Maybe this is just a particular fit issue for me. I'm sure that it is, and other people probably will not have that problem. Still recommend trying them out, especially if you're looking for different widths of padding. So what Endura does that makes them really special and really stand out is that they offer you 3 different widths of pad. So in here is the medium width, and they also have a wide and a narrow pad that you can get in different sizes, all in the same general model of bib. That is a huge deal for people that have unique sit bone issues or unique sit bone widths. So definitely worth checking out. So let's start at the bottom and do a review, bottom to top. Leg bands. They are nice and wide. Among the widest that I've possessed. Kind of want to compare them to Aliya, which I have on right here. No sausage leg. Almost impossible to get sausage leg in these bad boys because it's so wide. Also won't cut into you the way some narrower bands were. Let's look at wood. Let's look at the inside. Inside it has silicone. It's broken up though, so it's not really like a hard, solid piece. This is relatively light and you get some breathability through there. That's also a little tacky, but not quite as tacky. It's like a threading. And it's broken at the seam, which is on the inside of your thigh. Not a huge fan of a seam on the inside of the thigh, but it happens. And some of their issues with seaming. Hopefully this is just, over time. I have had these for a while, but had quite a few for a while and I don't see seams coming out. So that's something to think about. If this is going to be your only pair of bibs, how many miles are you going to put on these bad boys? They seem to have held on like otherwise, but that was unpleasant. And one other thing that I noticed about the leg bands, the seams come up on the side. The seams that would normally connect the inside of your leg are on the side. They don't go all the way up to the chamois. So let's have a gander at the chamois, or chamois as they call it. It's wide. It has its antibacterial top layer, a little bit of cutout for your anatomy. Sorry, I don't have one for the guys. It'd be slightly different. And the width at its widest point is about 7 3/4 to 7.5 to 8 inches, somewhere in there. And lengthwise, it's got to be one of the longest pads that I possess. That's about a foot long. It's about a foot long. Yeah, that's pretty good. Never had any problems with the nose of the pad not giving me enough protection when I'm down in the drop, so I did tend to put these on unconsciously when I was going on more aggressive rides. So there is that. The seams, though, they're not terrible, but they're not great. Like, this is that's gonna have to be trimmed. Okay, I'm not happy, Endura. That's not good. Hopefully nobody's gotten bibs that actually arrived at their door like that. As I said, I put some miles on these. So on to the top. It's nice and white, or at least it was. That's why I hate white tops. They do offer a different model of bib that comes in with a black top. That's subjective. It does, however, have the nice V-shaped cutout, so it gives you a little bit of relief in the gut area for after that cafe stop, if you're like me, who likes to eat a lot at the cafe, even though we know it's bad. And also has a pocket in the back that is hidden by your jersey or covered by your jersey, so you don't have to so much worry about things falling out. They have redesigned the back here. So they've given us a little bit of a teardrop-shaped cutout to alleviate heat or help with heat dissipation when you're riding in really hot conditions. So that was a smart move, but ultimately everything else is the same. And now to the things that I think we should point out that are not necessarily so great. I'm not even sure if this is reflective. I don't see any reflective accents on this really. If this is reflective, it's not reflective enough, and it's not, and there's nothing on the other side. Yeah, I think they dropped the ball on that one. At least a little, something like a tab or something. Hopefully I'm just not going to be wearing these at night. And the rubber. That was the big one where I was like, oof, for a high quality bib short, I'm really sad to see that this is rubbing off like this. The 2 is almost broken in half and the L's gone. Again, I've had these for a while, but probably just don't use, I don't know why silicone is a good idea. At least the Endura itself is still hanging on, because if it's bigger and that's going to be annoying to have to peel off. Which brings me back down to the leg bands. So the leg bands used to have a big, I don't know if you can see that. See that? Oh yeah, you can see that little reflect of those 2 stripes right there. Those used to be covered with silicone. And within the first wash or 2, it starts to crack. By like 5 washes, it was really cracked and really starting to peel off. I had to scrape and scratch it and pick it off. And underneath the fabric was kind of gray. It wasn't the same black as the rest of the leg band. So then I had to take a black Sharpie and fill that bad boy in a few times until I ended up with what you see here. So that was not cool at all. And I'm sure that, please somebody get at me. If anybody else has these bibs, let me know if they had a similar problem. I usually baby my bibs. I wash these in cold. I hang them to dry. They're on the delicate cycle. I don't understand how that happened. So that was very unfortunate. Otherwise, though, for functionality-wise, these are probably among the best bibs that you have, and versatility because of the three different chamois widths. That's a huge deal. So I still would recommend them. Probably just get the ones that come in black if you can. Come with the black if you're vain like me. And if you don't care about that, just get these and hope for the best. Apparently they're still keeping some sort of silicone here. Hopefully they have fixed that issue with it peeling over time. And if you're gonna wear these all the time, if this is gonna be your only pair of bibs, I don't know, maybe that's something you just want to think about and consider. But otherwise, they are a decent buy. And they definitely are something that you should consider if you have narrower or wider sit bones than you would usually find. And then they would usually work with a chamois in the average pair of bibs. So if you have any questions, concerns, or comments, please leave them in the comments section. If you have any requests for reviews, please leave those too. Subscribe and go ride your bike.